Okie dokie pokey dokey.
Hi, diddly ho, everybody. This is a production of the Master's Lair. We are the agents of capitalism, possibly still strong. We don't know. But I didn't know how to change the tagline for this one in particular because events of last session have drastically changed and altered the course of our campaign yet again. Oorah. Yeah. With that, we should start with Katerin. What is the last detail you remember? I don't remember.
I set up a cult and we started planning on building one of those big mega churches.
Right, okay. Did
Complete with the zip line.
Last session, or was it just Katerin? Okay. Cool. Well then, I am Riley, I'll be your DM. Joining me, in the order that they appear upon screen, is Ryan, who was formerly our lovable, Wolfram. Katerin, who will be the also-powerful Armandissimo.
Hello.
Chelsea, still playing the tooth-loving goblin Gritzel.
Toothless, but tooth-loving.
The toothless, tooth-loving, yeah. It keeps getting more complicated. And Justin, our fire-obsessed fire genasi Inferno.
Just is a little bit strong, more along the lines of really, really passionate about fire.
Obsessed.
Me.
I used the term I wanted to use there. Pretty sure. So, on that note, Ryan, will you take us through one of your lovely recaps?
Of course. Hold on, let me just... Obligatory hacking session. Last session, our party decided to partake in some business opportunities. So, after poking around at some of the security bots, Wolfram returned to his forge, where the other party members followed him. Wolfram Skeletons did a shit job of running the forge, and he sorted them out. Gritzel decided, hey, that quench looks like it'd be a nice fucking hot tub. So hopped in, and Inferno heated the thing up. As you do, I guess.
Hey, why not? I mean, opportunity was there.
Yeah, the party then decided, hey, a bathhouse would be a wonderful idea in this village. So we decided, we went off, found where we could get some lumber, or to find where we could get some lumber, arrived at a lumber yard, spoke with the manager, and found out that we needed permits and planning permissions and plots of land and a bunch of other, and architect's plans, and a bunch of other stupid red tape bullshit to build a building.
So lame.
So we were a little annoyed at that, and proceeded to go to the council and talked with them about it. Had the idea of murdering everyone, was stopped by some of the more murder pots they have, and ended up returning back to Wolfram's Forge. Now disillusioned with the current world order, Gritzel and Inferno decided that making a fucking soup in the quench at Wolfram's Forge was the good idea. So they drowned a fucking live pig in it, and Wolfram threw a whole bunch of like random-ass wildflowers she found into it, mixed in with the Gritzel muck and whatnot. They eventually went off to get Armand, who was experiencing IBS, Infernal Bowel Syndrome, and dunk his ass in the water, filling it with Armand spores. Gritzel then slurped up some of this soup that tasted terrible, like burnt everything, but got addicted to Armand spores, and eating a hit every hour.
Damn.
The party then decided that we were going to fuck with some more of the murder robot death creatures. Get a look inside their casing. So we manufactured a altercation of Wolfram stabbing Gritzel, which he took a little bit of relish in doing. And then he turned and fought the machine, trying to buy time. The machine proceeded to fucking wallop Wolfram, almost killing him in one fucking turn. Wolfram refused to yield, expecting to die and come back, but got his fucking soul destroyed! Wolfram's dead and gone now, permanently. His soul has been rendered into nothing. Also, Vlad attacked the thing, and also got the same treatment.
What?
Yeah, so thanks to Grit, because this was Gritzel's plan, so thank Gritzel for the fact that Wolfram is dead. As, as Inferno and Gritzel return back to Wolfram's Forge to find his skeletons returned back to bones. And you'll proceed to hang out in their makeshift soup bath. They then received the boxed up carcasses of their friends delivered to them, and proceed to throw Wolfram into the soup. He's promptly sunk to the bottom. And they waited a while before coming to the realization that Wolfram's, not coming back. And that was where we left off last session. With that realization that Wolfram's not coming back.
Armand, you come to feeling quite waterlogged for some reason. And, well, as you open your eyes, you find yourself your mouth almost submerged in a giant quench in the middle of a forge that has a dead pig, Wolfram's skeleton sitting out of it, and Fritzel swimming around.
Whoa! What's happening?
And do note this pig? It basically was picked up and placed in the soup, so it hasn't been skinned or
It's just
nothing
a
along the
dead pig.
Yeah, it's just a floating dead pig that Gritzel
Oh,
drowned.
yes,
Also, it's a little
floating
singed.
dead
It's a little bit singed from when Wolfram quenched a sword and touched the pig, so it's a little singed, but
Yeah.
otherwise fine. Maybe a little decay-y smelling from the soup it's sitting in.
Not to mention the very hot environment that is a forge.
What's happening? Why are you all in a bathtub? And why is Wolfram bits and pieces?
It's
Oh no, Wolfram's fully together. Wolfram's
I
fully
thought-
together. He's just sitting up. The skeletons he raised are all bones though.
Well, so you see, the idea was that Wolfram hated the soup and we loved the soup. So we thought it would be really funny to put Wolfram in the soup and prop him up so that when he came back, he would also be chilling in the soup, because we tried to put him in the soup and he said no, and he thought we were dumb, but we weren't, because the soup is the best. And then, well, it's taking a long time and he's still over there, but that was the plan.
Okay, when's he waking up? Doesn't it usually happen really quickly?
Relatively quickly, yes.
Hey, where's Vlad?
I don't know. Maybe over there? I'm assuming there's another box.
He's probably
Yeah,
trying to
yeah, it's-
suck somebody's box.
He probably did something weird. Not betrayed at all or encouraged to attack.
Armand's gonna look at the box, see what Vlad's doing in it.
Just dead, lying there. No movement, no
Oh!
breathing, no nothing.
He's dead. What the? Well,
yeah,
I
no,
mean,
I've been
honestly-
dead so many times.
Yeah, that's fair. It's kind of a skill issue, honestly.
And if he's not coming back, he probably said something weird or whatnot. So maybe it's for the good of us.
But what about Wolfram?
Gritzel begins just slapping his cheeks. Gotta pull yourself together, man.
Wolfram, wake up.
Maybe he's having a good conversation with someone. I mean,
Oh, you know what? You know what? Maybe when they had the things there and they were like, "Are you ready to be judged?" or whatever they say. Maybe he was like, "Yeah."
Well,
wait.
dang. I don't know why Wolfram would do that.
Yeah, because he was
have
like an
been doing
asshole.
some good. Well, we've been doing some good, and Gracie, that girl, fucking hell, girl, that was a tall box.
If my soul wasn't destroyed, I'd haunt your asses.
Wouldn't it be great if that was an option for you to haunt us for talking shit about you? And
That would be
then
fucking funny.
propping you up in the hot tub bath soup.
So, Armand's gonna look for Wolfram's book.
Okay. Which one?
Both of them.
Okay, you find both of them.
Armand's gonna look and see what the latest entries were.
You're in the black book.
Armand's gonna scribble that out and put his name in the white book.
As you
Nice.
scribble it out of the black book, the page decays.
And then he's going to put them both in his backpack.
Okay. You do not successfully put your name in the white book either. The page rips and tears. It just falls apart on you. Get the sense that outside of the sealed, chamber they were kept in, perhaps age has begun to catch up with these ancient artifacts?
Armand's like visibly sad.
You will never be in the white book of her, Armand.
Well, I guess it's time to focus on my super cool industry of making everybody like me. Alright guys, we're gonna make a really big... Armand's like talking to himself with this, but we're gonna make a really big, super cool building, and it's gonna have everybody be there, and we're all gonna like my hat.
Yeah, no, that was like a lot of permits and things we didn't want to. That sounds horrible. But your hat, and it made this soup, and we should do underground soup sales, like with trench coats.
Nah, I'm gonna go talk to my my cool best friends that everybody likes me. And we're gonna talk about it.
For me,
Yeah.
it can get worse than having to have soup every hour.
Every 30 minutes, every 10, every minute.
Technically, that's
Constantly
just the
have soup.
s'mores. You also ingested a bunch of metal flakes.
Oh, shit.
They
Ryan's
don't ever
enjoying this.
restrain it at all.
Oh, Gritzel, add 3 to that. You are in my aura of protection.
Okay, 16.
Okay.
Riley's like, you survived for now.
He's probably like,
There's an uncomfortable feeling kind of in your stomach. Like something scratching. But you don't get violently sick off of it.
I mean, let's not be shocked. After I ingested old pig
Alright.
and random flowers.
Armand's
Wolf and
gonna go
corpse.
try to get the permits.
I will join just to see, just as an observer, because I want to see how this goes.
I will join just because, well, we all know why. But I think you're gonna fail. Sorry.
I hope you pass, but if you fail, I mean, we we explored the opportunity of killing them, but let's just say the situation was not in our favor.
Alright, let's go.
Ah, yes, quite good of you to return yet again. It has seemed not a day has gone by when you haven't visited the council. This is
Hello.
awfully strange of many citizens, but we like to see people getting so involved in the process. What can we do for you today, fine citizen?
Yeah, hi. I need to expand my cool tavern. We're gonna make a really big, cool building that everybody's gonna like. I guarantee you, the whole town loves it already. I mean, you guys have had my super delicious, famous dish, haven't you?
I guess roll a d20.
20. All right. Let me see. Sorry, taking a second because things are in my feed. There you go.
I am sorry, but have we been introduced? I recognize some of the others in your party, but not you in particular. Good. sir.
I'm Armand. I'm the owner of Armand's super amazing, awesome taverns.
Oh, anyone? Looks around the council. No one seems to have been to your establishment yet, Armand.
Well, here, Armand's gonna quickly get some of his soup. He's like actually gonna run out of the building and do that. He's gonna run to this closest tavern, leaving everybody just standing there awkwardly.
Thank you.
And then he's gonna run back in and he's gonna have like a whole kettle. Like, ah, here you go. This is my best dish. Everybody likes this. They didn't like the sandwiches for some reason.
It tastes horrible, by the way.
This is not horrible. Everybody likes this. I have my best chefs making it, and it's his best chefs is actually just two guys. They're working every building.
No, I think you should just give it to me. I don't think you'll like it.
Armand's gonna give them all soup.
It's a little spicy.
What? Spicy. The only
Yes.
spice I have in here is hard work.
Armand, give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Oh, terribly sorry, but the council has not accepted any sort of food offering since the majority of one council was poisoned in that fashion. But surely you understand. Thank you very much, though.
Armand's like, don't worry, it's not poison. He's gonna like chug some of it.
This does not seem to persuade them to eat your soup.
Well, either way, the town wants me to make a bigger place.
Well, certainly you have some sort of blueprinting to present, yes? Something that we can look over?
I do, and then Armand's gonna pull out like a drawing he made of it
When did you make this drawing?
on his way here. It's like poorly drawn, like a
Alright.
kid drew it.
Performance check at disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yes.
Boo.
What?
Yeah! Fuck you, Riley! Fuck you!
What are the odds? Riley's like, just for that, you failed.
Well, these certainly aren't full blueprints, but I can see that you have a lovely child. Good for you, sir. Good for you.
Thanks!
Now, of course, you can certainly have an architect take a look. Prince Reginald, how long will it be? Oh, yes, well, let's see. Most available architect would be coming up, let's say in 3 months? Yeah, we can pencil you in for 3 months. Yes, that sounds suitable. Of course, assuming you have the 2,000 gold.
I do, but I want to do that now. I have the whole town willing to help me build this to get it done quick. In fact, if it makes it quicker, I could give an extra 1,000 gold.
I'm sorry, sir. Are you attempting to bribe the council members in order to get favorable service?
No? I just thought more money makes things happen faster. That's usually how it works with my friends over here. Is you're like, oh, I don't want to do this, and you're like, well, I'll pay you more, and they're like, okay, I'll do this.
Inferno is going to look like left to the right, like looking for these friends. Like, who's he talking about?
So, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Armand's eating his soup while he's waiting for an answer.
It's not gonna go your way.
How could this man be trying to bribe the council? He's clearly too inept to understand what he's doing.
Well, sir, now the price, I'm afraid, has tripled for you!
Tripled? Why?
Because you lack decorum.
What?
Precisely!
What's decorum? Gritzel, what's decorum mean?
Oh, can I have your soup?
I mean, maybe. How much money you got?
Crystal just takes it. She's gonna try to just grab it real quick.
What? Everybody knows that the soup is worth money, Gritzel.
I made the soup, Armand.
I made this soup. Well, my workers did.
Does this have the spores in it? The soup?
Most definitely.
Everything that comes out of Arbon's already has the spores in it. You guys literally didn't need to make yours soup. You just got onto something, and I was like, okay.
Listen, we made great soup. There's no regrets, okay?
Absolutely none.
Yeah.
No
our
regrets.
soup-
That's
our-
the addict.
our
Yeah, I don't
soup is
understand why it's
superior.
like tripled though, because I always was told in business to like make things worth people's while and stuff.
When he's distracted, can Gritzel try to grab the soup?
Well, perhaps you do seem to be a little bit more better equipped than your average merchant.
More better.
Gritz,
Yeah.
you wanna do what with the soup now?
I want to try to grab the soup while he's distracted talking to them.
Okay, Armand, give me an athletics or acrobatics at disadvantage. Gritzel, you get to do one. At normal.
You get to do one.
Your choice, acrobatics or athletics.
Oh,
Oh,
eight to
you're
10.
just kidding. Okay. Yes, Gritzel, you get the soup. And you do so well, you do not drop any soup at all.
So, alright.
I go over there to eat the soup.
Perhaps there is something you could do. There is this, rumors of a cult of some sort. Their name, oh goodness, it was something atrocious. Oh, what was it? Really not much of a concern, and save for the fact that they've taken over a walled-off town, but that's not a big deal. I mean, it's a small outcropping town, nothing large there. What do they call themselves? They, something about Dark Prince?
Oh, okay. That sounds easy.
Ryan, can you just be an aide real quick and help me out?
there were two names that we came up with and never picked one specifically. So there were followers of the Prince of Shadows and the followers of the
Ooh.
Crimson King.
Yes, yes,
Oh.
both of those. Or both of those. I don't know. Either way, if you were to go and sort that mess out so that people stop disappearing, that would be most beneficial to everyone involved, and perhaps we could then renegotiate your pricing. What do you
Oh,
say?
okay. Yeah. Okay, where's the town?
It's down the road. Little walled
Which
off
road?
village. There's only one. What does he mean? Which road?
Well, the road goes both ways, so would it be the up road or the down road?
Perhaps one of your other friends is better at navigation.
Yeah. I mean,
And
I'm the
to
best
be
at navigating,
perfectly
but I
honest,
usually let them do it, just
might
because, you know...
want to consider finding yourself another member. Seem a little light. on
Oh, what
numbers.
about that thing? And he's gonna point at one of the machines. That thing looks real tough.
No, most certainly not. You may not have one of those. No, sir.
Oh. Okay.
Uh,
What about
we-
that guy? And he's gonna point at Bishop over here.
What? I, sir, am a council member, not your freeloading use thing.
I didn't say you were useless. I said that you look really strong. And he's gonna like flex, and he's gonna have huge ass biceps for being so tiny.
I think we can pay you. I'm thinking 1 copper for 5 days. That sounds about fair.
You might have better luck in a tavern or some such establishment.
Oh, okay. Anyways, can I get a written thing down? That's what my friend Wolfram told me to do sometimes. You know, so
And can
people
you
didn't go
include-
back on their word or something. I don't know. He liked to write in a book a lot.
And can you include that we're borrowing one of these machines? We don't want to have it. We'll just borrow it.
Absolutely not! You do not get to borrow the council's machines. Nope, those are deployed only by the council's orders, and I'm sorry, but you are not council level. We will see how you handle this little particular debacle.
What about the paper thing I was asking? I need that.
Oh, yes, here you go. You get, like, this little folder with, like, a bunch of boilerplate legal bullshit.
Oh, okay.
It
I'm also
essentially
cool as heck.
says that if you successfully deal with this situation, then the council will consider renegotiating your pricing. It does not make any real promises.
Yeah, on the road, Armand's gonna rewrite that.
They have a copy of it.
Herman casually committed contract fraud.
Ah, no. They never said I couldn't renegotiate the terms, now did they?
You can't.
That's a valid point. Bravo.
Listen, I remember hearing of a guy redoing that with his fucking credit card thing, and they didn't read it before they signed it, and then they couldn't sue him properly. Like they failed because they didn't read what they signed, and so he got a fucking 0% interest credit card for like fucking years before he finally just went to a different bank.
Nice.
He did for years until they eventually bought him out, paid him enough money to buy him out, essentially.
It was funny reading that story because seeing people get one over on shitty corpos.
Yes, well, they have a copy.
Oh, they have a copy.
Yes.
They have a copy. Yeah.
So, you know, any alterations you make will be compared to the copy on file.
Oh, they have the copy now, or we'll see how that goes later.
Wait. Armand, did you sign it?
Oh no, he didn't sign.
At least their copy. Ah, see, it's still in negotiation.
Nope. So, anyways, Armand's gonna leave. Whee!
Right, did you have any other business for the council, any of you?
Oh no, I'm no friend. I'm just a bystander. It was warm in here, so I warmed up.
Yeah, I'm good. It was nice visiting. Have a nice day.
Okay, where do I want to put you? Let's do.
Okay, everyone scatter so Riley can't just grab us. Ah, shit. Damn it.
Fuck you.
Ha 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 ha.
Alright, so Village of Barovia, the castle is now a ruin. This place that you were told about sounds a lot like the village of Kresk, you know, the one you burned.
I don't recall that.
So it's flammable. Okay.
I think Riley is making up things. We never burn a place down. It's not our fault if a wildfire happens. Like, come on.
Literally, the
It was
whole
lightning.
An experience.
Lightning. I think lightning caused that, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Anywho. So that's where there is apparently a new cult rising.
You know, we can't get into the council. Possibly we could get into this cult and overpower the council.
Well, why would we need to get into a cult? I already have one. I mean, I have an establishment.
Ooh, we overcome the council with 2 cults. Very good point.
Alt action.
Riley's like, oh dear gosh, this party is going to just destroy me.
So, is there anything you'd like to pick up in town before you head off to go investigate this cult?
Go to a tavern and look for somebody that's in a corner brooding.
Okay. You enter a competing tavern establishment.
So, Armand is going to pass out everybody as food as free samples. While he's
thank you,
guys,
okay,
like,
so
hello, I'm hiring somebody to go on a thing sent to me by the council.
You know of 3 major rivals in the city. There's a tavern called the Zealot, which has very much tried to replicate your recipe, but has not quite come close. There is the Silent Rapier, which is very popular among cutthroats and thieves, and you're pretty sure there's a black market there. At least that's a rumor. Or the Scarred Bone Bar, which nobody knows who owns it, and it does not have any living employees. Which one would you like to visit?
We'll go to the Zealot.
Okay. You walk in to find a place that is decorated with what look to be more like church pews than bar stools, along with little table runners, and a good variety of people seated around there. In the center is well, they have the body of a centaur, but the upper torso of a minotaur, complete with horns and fur. They stand out for many reasons, one of which is they stand above pretty much everybody at the tables, given the fact that they have nowhere to sit.
Yeah, Armand's gonna do his whole spiel again.
What's
Yeah.
that you fucking selling now?
What?
I said, what's that you fucking selling now?
Not selling anything. It's
Well,
like a
you're definitely
welcome party
selling
gift.
something. Take a look at you. You got to look at it and everything. You're selling some shit or another.
I'm selling a cool quest.
Oh, you're selling a quest, are you? And how much you selling
Yeah.
that for, eh?
That's negotiable.
Right? This guy's got a funny bun. Out here selling a quest without any rate going. What about you
Yep.
two? You on this quest selling mission too? With no rate? You're just leaving that wide open, eh?
We heard that there was going to be a free sample if this happened, so that's what we're here for.
Yeah, that's not what I'm doing.
Right? So the fuck you doing hanging out with wee one here?
He makes the soup, I eat the soup.
That's it? You just eat the fucking soup? You don't ask what's in
Well,
the
yeah.
fucking soup? You just eat the fucking soup.
Have you
It's-
had the soup?
Yeah,
I'd say
actually.
I had the soup, no. Not that big a fan
Well-
of soup, if I'm being honest.
You would know.
Yeah, you know, you gotta have good taste.
Good taste, he says. Look at how you're fucking dressed.
One
Hey,
second.
it's like a diamond in the
What
rough.
do you
It's
mean by
cool.
that, huh?
He's fully aware he's got a mushroom growing out his fucking head, right?
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. What do you think about it?
I think it's a fucking infection.
I think your life's a fucking infection.
You might not be wrong about that, honestly.
Wolf or Inferno is going to take a couple of steps back because I can see this turning south rather quickly.
So, you got anything better to do than say that about my hat? Because you know,
Sure, I got
yeah.
plenty to do that's better. You buy me a drink and we'll call that starters for that job, eh?
Okay, Armand's gonna buy him the
What the
cheapest
hell,
shit
you
possible.
fucking scrub. Name's Heglion, by the way.
Sorry, what's that?
Name's Heglion, by the way.
Oh, sorry, I couldn't hear you over your stupid voice, but okay.
Oh damn!
Damn.
Anyways, yeah, here's that drink. It's the shittiest, cheapest stuff Armand could get.
Guzzles the whole thing down.
By the way,
You
Armand
want
put his
strength for
spores
the
in it.
good stuff, huh? Oh, that's a weird fucking aftertaste. You're trying to slip me something, eh?
Yeah, my dandruff, you piece of... Anyways, are you gonna go work with us or
I
not?
always want to try and slip me something. Can't get enough of that big horsey ass, no?
I couldn't hear what you said. His voice is too squeaky.
I said you can't get enough of my big horsey ass, no?
No.
That's what they all say.
What?
Right,
Oh,
is
okay.
he the only one that does any speaking for you lot?
Yeah, usually she likes teeth and he likes burning things. And then the guy that did all the talking's gone.
I like to burn selective things, and
Inferno, you burned
Yeah.
down a tree because it looked at you funny.
yeah, it looked at me funny. It offended me. So
I mean, I get that. Trust me, I get that. I too like to burn things if they offend me. Or make fun of my hat, but, you know, that's not important right now.
Right, so the two of them are obviously off their fucking rockers. You say you like teeth? As in you just collect teeth?
But yeah, she's the rat slayer.
I wasn't fucking talking to you, tiny man.
And I wasn't done
Ooh.
talking to you, tinier man.
Seriously, he's got balls the size of fucking coconuts, this one.
I like to
you
imagine
may not be-
Armand's just more stupid than brave, and he's just annoyed that this guy's talking shit about his hat before.
They may not be the size of coconuts, but metaphorically, they're like bowling balls.
Armand never had a concept of death before he became deathless.
Yeah.
So it's only gotten worse.
So yes, I do collect teeth.
Right, well, not the weirdest thing I've ever heard someone collecting as a trophy.
Yep. I've got a whole bunch of them in here. You want to give me one?
Like one of my teeth?
Yep.
Oh no, that you'll have to fucking earn.
How are you anticipating me earning?
Well, I suggest you challenge me to a boxing match.
A boxing match. That seems kind of boring, just making boxes.
Armando, aren't you super strong?
It's not Armando. We've talked about this.
Oh.
To Armando, to Armandissimo.
Well, what else are you willing to do if someone wins a boxing match with you?
Fucking win, right? Well, you gotta knock me out to win.
Well, is it a favor or what exactly?
Oh no, I already
Does
said
it-
I'll come along on your little quest. Seems interesting enough. Least most interesting thing I've seen around here. This is just for funsies.
For funsies?
Yeah. Gristle, do you want to do it?
Do what? Box him? No, not particularly.
You don't want his tooth?
I do
Yeah,
want his
it's a
tooth, but I've
fucking
gotten
hair.
teeth from...
Thank you very much.
What?
Not a he. Got big old tits and everything.
So, are you gonna box him or not, Gritzel?
This campaign gets infinitely funnier when I'm not playing Wolfram.
I don't want to box.
Well, it's
Oh.
easy. You just take planks and you put them together. How hard is it?
Not sure he knows what a fucking boxing match is.
I do! See, Armand's gonna use his minor illusion to make a box. You just do that! It's easy! Except you make it with real stuff.
So he's obviously an idiot. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how about I box you?
Yeah.
Eh,
Well, kind of
okay.
the brains of the operation is meeting the fates.
Armand's gonna give Wolfram a hammer. Or he's gonna
Wolfram's
look for a
dead.
hammer to give Wolfram.
Wolfram's dead, Armand. Wolfram died. You gotta let him go.
Inferno,
He
give me a
looks
Monster.
behind him and he realizes Wolfram's not there.
It's like, come on, Wolfram, kick her out. Oh, Wolfram.
Inferno, give me a-
Armand gets very sad.
Is this going to be weapons or no weapons?
No weapons, not athletics, straight up strength.
Okay. I'd like to clearly state that I will drop my shield, every single weapon, and do my Channel Divinity Rage. So
Okay.
each unarmed strike you make has advantage and deals an extra 1d4 radiant.
Not asking you for an unarmed strike.
Damn it! All right.
That would have been pretty
Heckleon will
cool.
match your rage with a rage of her own.
Hey, it was like, hey, unarmed, and it's like, oh, I could finally use that divinity.
Hmm.
All right, straight up strength.
Straight up straight. She pummels the living hell out of you. Her fists
Oh,
feel like
okay.
fucking anvils.
Damn. I thought
Damn.
he'd get something for using that channel divinity, considering it's, well, boxing.
Sure.
Ah,
I
okay.
know I didn't really want to do
but
that.
not what I called for.
Hey, wait, why do you get advantage?
Because normal barbarian rage does give advantage on strength checks.
Oh, what the fuck? You didn't say you were in rage. I thought we weren't doing rage. What the
I told
hell?
you she answered a rage with a rage of her own. Your
Well, I
rage
didn't
just
say.
wasn't
I said,
as
oh
effective.
darn.
Well,
I said,
he
oh,
thought
darn,
that his
it's
rage didn't
contact.
work, so he didn't do it.
Listen, she's gonna rage either way.
Well, then, fuck you. I'm gonna. Oh fuck! That's not a reaction.
Why I oughta? Why I oughta?
Why I oughta.
You got pummeled by a barbarian. Just accept it.
Just
All
imagine
right,
what.
you know
just
what?
imagine Eddie
Armand's gonna
seeing
be
a
like,
Popeye.
all right, I want to try.
Holy shit, Armand.
No, that's me. That's me.
That's Inferno.
It's over. It's done. No more rules. You got pummeled.
Armand's gonna step
Oh.
up and he's gonna make himself really big. And by really big, just normal sized.
Okay, fine. I'm just saying it. I said, oh darn, I could have used that, and you're like, no. And then you used advantage. That's a rigged thing, man.
Of course, it's a rigged system.
Yeah, Armand's gonna use this slime to make himself normal sized. Alright, I wanna go at it. I didn't know that this was what boxing was.
Okay.
See how much of a pounding Armand can take. Sorry, Armandissimo. Oh!
Is it a strength check?
Come
well, I'm gonna
on.
pat you. Wait. I'm gonna pat you on the back and cast Blessed on you.
Well, I guess I'll roll it. Wow, how do I? We both have advantage and we roll like dog shit. Holy.
It's a closer fight,
What?
but Armand also
You
gets
get a
a couple
D4.
of big.
You know what? No. This time,
You don't get
we use a hero point.
by the way. Again, not an attack roll. I'm just asking for a strength contest here.
Well, if that's the case, you might as well have not used Bless, man.
Yeah.
Yes, that would have been. Wouldn't that would have been a guidance check, wouldn't it?
Yes. That
Well,
was
either way, I'm using a hero point for Armand because
okay.
Oh, I could have done hero. Damn it.
Oh, Armandissimo with the victory!
It's a tight call, but sure.
yeah, Armand's flexing.
Right, okay. Alright, whatever. Let's go, yeah? Getting tired of
I'm
this
sorry,
thing
but
anyway.
I beat you in that boxing contest. I need a tooth.
I'll give it you.
Oh.
You gotta earn it. You gotta knock it out.
You didn't say
Whoa.
that. You said if someone
said
beat
you
you, and you
fucking
said
earned it.
like I lose.
Whatever. Let's go. The ale here sucks.
Wow. Can't
Wait, okay.
sore loser, sore loser.
I fucking got Armand.
Armand, you're like on the ego high right now, and it's just wonderful.
Yes, that is in fact Armand. He's 1% evil, 99% hot gas.
Okay. Well, it is what it is. All right. So Haglion has joined the party. For all the fun that's gonna be.
Armand's gonna hold this over her for the entire campaign. I'm gonna have you
That's
know.
fine. Haglion will let everyone else ride her.
Armand does not care.
Which, by the
Armand
way,
Decimo
increases your
won.
guys' travel speed significantly.
Armandissimo has beat her, and she did not hold to the terms of her agreement.
I'm just giving you a tooth? Come on.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
Her name is
Nope.
Haglion?
Haglion.
Okay. You said it like 5 times and it instantly was forgotten in my brain, so I'm gonna... I have to try to make an effort now to remember it.
Oh, well, we know how important Haglion is.
Oh, come on.
It's not even that. I don't, like, for some reason with this one name, you're like, this is the name, and I'm like... I don't... Irrelevant information, it's just gone.
Haglion.
Like,
Minotaur, Centaur, Barbarian, Bard, I think.
A Minotaur Centaur? The hell?
Minotaur, Centaur, Barbarian.
Bard.
She's a
So, wait,
barbarian.
how does that work? Because, like, Minotaurs are, like, half bull, half man, but then it's like she's half horse, half man,
Yep.
so she, like, quarter man.
got
A lady, first of all.
She's a lady.
Centaur
She got the
mom,
bottom
Minotaur
half of a
dad.
centaur and the top half of a centaur. She's probably got like a brother that's just like got the top half of a centaur and the bottom half of a minotaur. He's just a normal guy.
I saw a joke about that where it's like, oh yeah, my mom was a mermaid, my dad was a minotaur, just like a normal chick, and they got mad at her, and then her brother in a wheelchair with a mermaid tail and a minotaur upper half got pissed at the guy or something. It was fucking hilarious.
It works. It's crazy, but it works. I'm toying with mixing species and allowing for things, and this is one of my toyings. So
You know
So
what
the
I
belly
think
ring,
we
though.
should do? We should go to another tavern and look for another person.
You know, Riley, if you're allowing mixing species, the next character I'm gonna play is gonna be a half dragon and another half different dragon and just be a
not-
human.
not fully doing it yet. Just this is one of my toying rounds. Okay.
Oh, well, half dragon, half mermaid? Yes, the dragon has wings so they can fly, and the mermaid part allows them to swim.
You know, you could just take a
We can-
draconic ancestry that has swimming, right? Like black or green or bronze.
So that's not funny.
Mm-hmm.
That just kills the mood. Just dead.
Damn. Killing
Damn,
the
man.
mood here. Killing the
Why would you want-
vibe,
Why would you kill the vibe? You killed the vibe just as Gritzel killed Wolfram.
bro. Damn. That was a kill vibe then, holy.
Just assuredly is Gritzel killed.
Damn. I can't
I'm
believe
gonna
she would do
deny
that.
it.
I mean, to be fair, Wolfram did try to kill Gritzel and successfully killed Gritzel on at least one occasion.
Okay, so you did miss the part. He didn't state the part where I said that he could kill me. It's just that him attempting to kill me led the machines to kill him.
The plan was Gritzel's plan, so it was Gritzel's fault.
Which is, I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying initially I had volunteered to be a sacrifice.
Mhm.
And instead I just sacrificed you.
Mhm. How could you?
How could you?
Very easily, actually.
Apparently very easily.
Okay, so
Also, y'all took
Walden-
like nothing from Wolfram's corpse either.
What are you talking about? We left him in a pot back at our...
Yeah, you took his
still
journal
have
and
his
left him
stuff.
coated in with magic items.
Yep.
It's
Well,
in the...
We should probably just go, before we leave then, just go grab some stuff then. There we go. Give something to, the dude over here.
We should at least divide up his money.
Yeah, you probably could
yeah.
have.
Well, let's do that. Onward to Wolfram's corpse!
I mean, we left it in the place where we were. like
I
by the
didn't say
soup.
all of its shit was sent back with it.
So wait, they robbed him? They robbed dead bodies? Oh, Vladdy! Oh, we can't even. That's stealing. How dare
Possessions of
they?
the deceased weren't even returned to the next of kin.
Which were clearly Armand. At least for Wolfram.
Oh, where is the stupid? Why do I not have a sheet for seriously?
Toot.
Why is this?
Oh, hey, a dead scout,
Where?
along with many dead guards.
Those should all be gone.
Well, they're all still sitting there for me.
That's weird. Give your thingy a refreshing, maybe?
You can still see the rope diagram from when we threw a rope over, so let's go climb up. No, they're still there.
Oh, see, now we gotta burn the place.
Yeah, down bottom, bunch of guards, a knight, couple scouts.
Oh. Well, I didn't clear the bottom half because it didn't matter.
Well, how rude!
Hey. Jeez.
Saying that I'm the one seeing things when you clearly misinterpreted my words.
After several hours on the road, you arrive at the walled-off village of Kresk, which the wall has been repaired. Looks as if they regrew most of the forest inside and rebuilt the village from your last visit. There's still the great big creepy abbey, whose bell rings at random times at the top of the hill. Up in the mountainside.
Oh boy! It's cool to see this place again.
It looks different. I think we need to fix it. The old environment was nice.
Not now, Inferno.
A pale man walks the top of the gate and looks down and goes, "Are you here to see the master?"
Who? What? Yeah. Is it about? Wait. Who? What's it about?
Well,
Who?
I assume you have come all this way to join our community, no?
I mean, kinda. But
Who do you serve?
yeah.
We serve the one of many names, he who has been forgotten by time but shall return.
Is his name
Oh.
Wolfram?
This
Come,
guy? And she
you
like
You bear the mark? Yes, you must see the master. Come in, come in. The gates are opened and a crowd of pale people gather around you
hey, don't get any crazy ideas, okay?
and begin to kind of shuffle you off in the direction of the creepy abbey with the bell that tolls at random times.
I'm going.
This is weird, but okay.
People are reaching out and trying to touch all of y'all.
Ooh.
Yeah. No,
I don't like being
Hey.
touched. Could you not do this to
Armand's
me?
gonna let it. He's like, ah, yeah, finally. People
Gritzel's
grasp my greatness.
gonna respond by trying to put herself in like the middle of this, like of the other party members.
Okay.
If question
Because
for the
that's
table,
what I would do if people were trying to touch me.
if people are touching Armand, do they get infected by his spores?
No.
Oh, damn! It would have been perfect for the soup.
Can't just have everyone get infected by Armand.
Why
It
not?
seems like that's the whole purpose of this campaign now.
How many people can we get?
Instead of
Person
just me. So what are we doing here?
Okay, so I'm working on the next map. So they guide you up the winding path, keeping you well encased in a crowd of palish, cold to the touch bodies. Whereupon you are led up to the gates of the abbey. passed off to a different sort of beast. Half dog, half man, half donkey? That hunches and goes, follow, 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 Otto.
Oh, I love this guy.
I'm just saying, some of these crossbreeds you're giving us, imagination is not doing good with. How did that happen?
You want to see the master? Yeah. Come on, follow Otto.
Otto, you look familiar. Have you been here? Have we met before?
No. Masters, visitors. Otto leads you into a big, grand, church-like building that is filled with a big, long table, on the other side of which is a large fireplace, above which sits a massive cauldron of bubbling soup. And at the table sits a familiar face, the abbot, and an unfamiliar face. Ryan, would you like to describe the unfamiliar face?
A pale man with sunken features, looking similar to a bloodless corpse. He stands dressed fairly regally, with slicked back black hair. Here's the full Hero Forge picture of him in recap.
Nice.
Okay. Very nice.
Is this a guy?
Hello. Are you the master?
Gritzel's asking Otto.
Yes. This is the masters.
No.
Otto looks
Very-
panicked.
I thought the master was like Strahd. Or Strahd.
Is Armand saying that out loud in front of everyone?
Yeah.
You know of our Lord Strahd?
Yeah, we worked for him a really long time ago. You know, it was really funny, really. We went all around Barovia. We had to get rid of these dissidents. You know, there were a lot of, like, people that were like, oh, we don't like him and stuff. So he got us, and we helped him. We did things for him, and I was his #1 employee. In fact, I even have, well, he has it. He wore it all the time. This other sweater I made for him, and I wear this one. The best employee is going to pull up his robe and show it.
He says, looking at you, not believing a word. If you served him back then, you would bear his mark.
Oh, yeah, he's going to pull out his arm and show it.
By our undead lord, it seems that you're truthful. At least about working for him.
Hey, I was his best employee, and also, I am also... You guys seem to be in the business for it. I'm also the president of his fan club, if you want to join.
Nonsense! I'm the leader of his dark cult. I am the president of his fan club.
Sorry, I've been around since Lord Strahd before he disappeared, so that would make me the Lord Master of his fan club.
As was I. I've been in hiding for the last 4 centuries, waiting for the chance to bring our lord back to life. Where were you?
We got sucked up in the mist around Barovia, and it, well, transported us through time. I think that's what Wolfram said. Yeah, it was really bad. It was like we were in a haze for goodness knows how long.
Yes.
I mean, where were
Mist
you?
was-
We were with Strahd for a long time, and I did not see you once.
I was a member of his court, as were many other vampires. I'm not.
Oh,
It's not
We
surprising
didn't
we
see you,
haven't
though.
met. I don't tend. The court doesn't tend to meet with. Looks at you, contractors.
contractors.
I
We
mean,
did a lot of important work. Heck, we even got that sword that can kill him. See? Gritzel, show him that sword.
You wield the very blade that could kill our master.
Yeah, we found it for him, and then we're keeping it safe for him. That's how much he trusted us. Did he trust you that much? I don't think so. Because guess what? I'm the president of his fan club.
you
Yeah.
see, if you would have been around, then you would have known all about this.
Yeah, but clearly you weren't really in the know that much. I think you should probably stick around and maybe try to help us out for once with saving our Dark Lord, but instead of
Enough.
hiding.
Enough of this.
Hey, I gotta agree. We've both seen your wiener sizes and we're not impressed.
My wiener size? What does that have to do about anything?
Well, to be fair, you are quite small. Anyway, no sidetracking. If you have, it is a small mercy that you were lost in the fog when you were. If that blade were to fall into the hands of those traitors, then our Lord Strahd would have been destroyed, not merely rendered inert at the moment. But this is
Yeah.
good news. As I
Well,
assume,
of course.
bearing his mark, you still serve him loyally, especially
Yeah.
having seeked me out.
Yes. Well, originally we came here because they were like, the people in there were like, oh, we need you to take out this village or something for the Dark Lord. And we're like, oh, okay, that sounds interesting. Then we're like, wait, Dark Lord, that sounds familiar. And then I was setting up like a cool like tavern business, and I got people like eating my soup, and they really like
I
it.
think this
And
is,
so I'm
this is
trying
more...
to get a lot of followers for Lord Strahd,
Turns
and
his head
also
away from
bigger. I'm trying to get a bigger business too, because you see, if we can control their stomachs, then Lord Strahd will have no issues in the future.
everything.
And
you
that
just said
sounds
was
like-
insane.
It is not
That sounds
insane.
like the president.
Listen. Anyways, yeah. What's? I'm assuming you're telling us a plan to get him back.
Yes, with your aid, we might be able to revive our Lord. Things have been difficult with those machines, as they call them, the Council has.
Yeah, they, I guess, killed this guy named Vlad, and they also killed a previous member of Lord Strahd's elite unit, Wolfram.
If he was so elite, then how have I never heard of him?
Well, it's been a long time.
I was there
Well-
400 years ago, and I have never heard of him.
Well, you also didn't know that we had the sword, so I mean, I don't see how that's
though
our fault.
Yes, though to be fair, I doubt anyone aside from yourselves and Lord Strahd knew.
That's
not
because
exactly
it was important.
And he trusted us that much. So, elite.
Very
You
well.
don't just tell anyone. Plus, we had like a vampire attack us once, so I don't think he trusted the council too much after that.
Yes, the court did have
Oh.
some. He clenches his fist. Non-believers. But the good news. Once we bring Lord Strahd back, I'm certain that he'll have elevated places for all of us in his new court. for his most loyal servants. He says, looking to
Exactly.
Armand.
See, now you're talking sense. So we need to get him back on his throne as soon as possible and get rid of those assholes back in the town. They think that they're... I swear, you give them an inch, they take a mile. They're like, oh, we don't have him around. And then they basically, like, make, like, a really shitty government. And now, you have to pay taxes to them or something? You need permits?
Yes, I miss the old days when Lord Strahd would merely kill you and take your money. Much
I
simpler.
know!
Made it so simple back then.
Wait, now that we're talking
Blood
about
knives.
it, Lord Strahd, what happened to Baba Yaga?
Baba Yaga. Riley, would I know what happened?
Let's let the dice decide. History check.
Ooh, baby, history check. History. That's an 8.
Oh.
Oh, also, Riley, what was the equation for doing hero points again? We're gonna turn that on my character sheet.
I think it's 5 plus half your level or some shit like that.
That was 5 plus your level. Either way.
No, it's only half.
Okay. So, there we go. Alright. Well, I have no idea, frankly. She just kind of disappeared.
That's fair. I can't blame you for that one.
Perhaps the mist claimed her as they did to you.
That,
Perhaps-
honestly, yeah. I doubt they would have gotten too far if she wasn't stuck behind something.
Yeah.
Alright, so... are you ready to join our elite task force for Lord Strahd?
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
If our goals are truly aligned, then I will be of service to any goal that furthers our quest to revive our Lord Strahd. Should we act against him, however, you'll find me a quick enemy,
Don't worry.
along with my spawn.
Armand's gonna pull out, like, his whole... He has his bag of holding, right? He's gonna pull out all the memorabilia he has about Strahd. He's even gonna pull out the signed picture. See? He even gave me this once on there. I bet you don't have that as president of a fan club, apparently. And I've also got this.
Oh.
He's also gonna show a picture that he drew of him
Oh, I got
and
a phone call.
Strahd.
I'm sorry, I'll be right back.
He also has Lord Strahd's diary that he took from that fireplace. Just a bunch of random shit and knickknacks.
Well, as,
I could see him
Roll
just
off the set.
as Armand begins digging through his bag of holding and pulling out trinkets from your past life with Strahd, we're going to hit the pause button here. And we will return in 15 minutes. If you made it here this far with us, thank you so much. Be sure to tell your friends, like, follow, and subscribe. And we'll be back for more shenanigans shortly.
Bye.
Essentially, it's just break time. I'll see you guys in a bit.
Okay.
Alright, sounds good.
And everyone's gone.
Okay, maybe a wee bit early, but
Hey, Riley.
not so early that nobody else is here. So hey.
Hello. Yeah, no, sorry for having to go. My grandfather's in the hospital. My mother was calling. She's the only point of contact with what's going on.
Is he okay?
Oh dear.
Yeah, he's more or less okay, but he went in today to get a biopsy done on a spot in his lung, and it might very well be lung cancer.
Oh, fun.
Ooh,
So yeah,
sorry to hear that.
that's what it is. But yeah, no, you can see kind of why I had to drop everything for the call when it happened.
Oh no, that makes sense.
No, fuck you. You don't hear about your grandfather potentially dying.
You're fine, man.
Ugh. It's been a hell of a, I'd say, week, month, year, frankly.
Yeah.
Just been a hell of a,
Just a hell of a lifetime, honestly. Like,
honestly.
I'm kind of getting tired of living through historic events.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
What's the saying now? Born too early to invade the Middle East, born too late to invade the Middle East, born just right in time to invade the Middle East.
Apparently.
Well, and the Middle East is always in war, so I mean,
Whose
I mean, it's in the
fault
middle
is
of the
that,
East.
Justin?
don't look at me.
British
I didn't
Empire.
do it.
The British Empire, how they
Started-
randomly drew
started
lines
with
on
the
a map,
Brits,
and that
And
caused
we
it.
just made it worse, after World War II. And subsequently, all throughout history since.
Kept getting worse.
Just going on record. Not me. Not me.
Not you in particular.
Not this individual.
No, I blame you, Justin. You're actually an immortal chaos causing trickster god, whose whole purpose is to cause chaos in the human realm.
But
Hey,
unfortunately,
whoa.
you are a cog in the ultimate wheel that has crushed this portion of the world for eternity.
Oh fuck, man. You okay, Riley? That's a little dark.
No, that's reality,
played-
my guy.
Reality itself is a grim, dark setting. In the grim darkness of the 41st millennium.
We haven't even made it to the 41st millennium.
No, but Warhammer 40k is feeling like it's going to be very accurate if we survive that long.
Ooh, the Matrix. That'd be interesting.
Out of all the possible futuristic Earths we could have hoped for, 40k was not very high on my list.
It's not mine either, but it's seeming late. But knowing how things are going,
I know,
maybe.
that's the problem, is I can draw those same conclusions, and I'm sitting here going, fuck.
And the craziest thing is, we're only in the second millennium. We still got 39 more to go.
Well, what? Yeah, there's no way to positiveness. We're just
Also, where'd Chelsea go? She just disappeared into the void.
Decided to leave us forever.
Nah, that sounds about right. Don't blame
no,
her.
because you didn't give her a tooth. Her heart was set on a tooth.
I'm just going to assume the giant one is the group leader. I feel like that makes sense. And then the tiny one comes up and does all the yapping. Mayhaps their leadership dynamics are inverted, and it's the smallest one who's the leader.
I don't know. Armand was just rocking it today, so it was like, yep, let's just see how this goes.
Nothing has been more fun than watching this party without Wolfram.
It's always interesting. It's always interesting. It's like, oh, we didn't realize Wolfram was like so, like the stable person in this. It's like, yep.
The characters realizing shit without Wolfram. No, Wolfram usually does the talking and the negotiating and the planning and the leading.
And hey, we're not going that way.
And a lot of the grabbing Armand mid sentence and shoving him in a sack.
A lot of the grabbing Armand mid-sentence.
Poor Armand must continue on without his second best friend. Because Lord Strahd's obviously his best friend.
Oh, of course. And we're the elite unit, so I mean,
You're elite by default. You're also by default the worst.
do you have evidence of that shit? No.
There's literally no one else. You are both the best and the worst.
You said it. We're the best. So
Oh,
therefore,
Chelsea's
it
back.
is true.
Hey, Chelsea.
Hey.
You returned from the void. Did you say hi to the
Fastest shower in
judges?
the land.
I'm gonna have a shower when the session ends, and I don't give a shit about my downstairs neighbor. It's too hot to sleep. That motherfucker's awake.
What's loud? Is that what you're suggesting?
Or you sing really loud.
Oh, I bet that's it.
Yeah, no, as loud as I can. You know, I carry a nice tune. Sounds like an opera is happening upstairs.
Well, come on, let's hear a little.
Not a fucking chance.
So ready for that.
Come on. We love you and support you, so
What
No,
do
you make
what
fun
do
of
you
me
say?
all the time.
What do
I
you
remember
say?
the last time I sung something for y'all in Kevin's voice. I remember the laughs.
Made fun of you. Okay.
What-
And also, you should sing anyway.
Can we do a campaign where I build characters for each of you based on the class you play the least?
You're gonna make me a fucking bard, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
Riley, I've played a bard in 2 of your campaigns. The
I
fuck you mean
know.
played the least?
Who played the least? You've also played
Yeah,
like
you want-
4 clerics.
You wanna know what I've never played though, Riley? Like actually just never played D&D. I've never played a paladin. I've never
You
played a
literally
barbarian
just
as
played
a
a
player
paladin.
character.
We
You literally
we
just
do
played
a
a paladin.
campaign where
I'm
we
pretty
all
sure.
I
try
did.
and play
I
something that
didn't.
we've never played.
Yeah, we should. I played a warden named cleric fighter combo. It's arguably worse than a paladin.
You played the most paladin, non-paladin in the land.
Exactly. I've never played a paladin. I've never played. No, that's a lie. I played a ranger. Noah was a ranger. I forgot about him. Me, going. I was just speaking on the accent. Not anything I'm saying.
hey, he was a ranger that had very good powdered sugar.
Yeah, the cocaine.
Forgot about the cocaine.
I've never played a warlock like ever in D&D. Same thing with artificer. I've never played an artificer before.
I've never done a monk, warlock, bard,
I've also never done a
or-
monk.
I also like the idea of like random draw. Even though I would just make the
Ooh.
character like the kind of character that I play all the time. Even if you could try
Yeah,
to
Chelsea.
make
No matter
it
what you
not
play,
like me, but Riley could be like, your charisma is a 20, and I could be like, it's a 3, Riley. But you
But
can.
actually, it's a
It doesn't work if your real life charisma's
you
a
can
3.
be
I can't play a
uncharis-
20.
You could be an uncharismatic bard. It'll be fantastic.
Oh my god! I just had the best idea. Like that, this is the best idea for the next campaign we do, Riley. Of this group, we should have it like during characterization. You give us a list, and we roll against the list for the class. We roll for our race. We roll for our alignment, and go from there.
I can't roll for alignment, but I'm down for the other two. I can't play good.
Except
Just
Chelsea. Chelsea gets to roll 1d6, and it's going to be either neutral or evil.
okay.
I,
Yeah, that's fine.
I need to be a wee bit chaotic.
Riley's the whole campaign. He's like, "You're not chaotic." I'm like, "I'm not. I'm just making this choice." You're like, "That's a chaotic choice. Stop doing it."
Stop it.
Every
It's
choice I
not-
make, chaotic. You're like, "You're lawful good." I'm like,
You are
"But
lawful good.
Riley."
Okay. Well, at least the random race and class combo would be interesting.
Okay, is everybody here? Are we all good?
Cookie, Katarin.
Oh yeah,
No.
it wasn't the last one.
Yeah, Katarin's always like late.
That's fine.
He was here
At
not
least
that long
actually,
ago, I
Katarin's
swear.
like that one coworker who always takes like an extra 10 minutes on break.
How'd you know? No, just kidding.
It's a smoke break.
My job
It's a
doesn't.
smoker.
That job doesn't make you take breaks. It's no time for them.
And you know what? Playing lawful good is actually manageable because it's all your perspective of what
No,
information you
the
know.
version of lawful good I have allowed you to get away with makes it manageable.
Hey, I was not doing any of the negative stuff. We just looked
We just
the other
looked
way.
the other way while William did the bad stuff. We didn't know what he was doing. Plausible deniability, Riley.
The version of lawful good I let you get away with was manageable.
If we didn't see any horrible things happening. That's all I'm saying.
Do
We
we
were,
have
by technical, we were technically correct, and technically is the best type of correct.
And if we didn't see it, we have no true evidence that it actually happened.
On a side note, I've officially met Flapjack, and he's pretty cute. And he let me hold him like a baby.
Cool.
I told
And who
Katarin
is
he liked me
Flapjack?
better. That's Katarin's dog.
The new puppy.
It's apparently at the therapy place all the time. Because I go there like 2 minutes a year. But... but, yep. I was like, your dog likes me better than you now. I'm gonna take it.
I'd probably kill him.
It would break his heart, but that's okay. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta
I'm
do.
back. Sorry, guys. I was taking my dogs out. Took a little longer than I expected.
He misses me. I'm talking about Flapjack, not you, Katara. Don't worry.
Totally not talking about you behind your back.
I see. I get it.
I said that I was gonna steal him, and then we talked about how that was gonna break your heart.
How could you?
Easily.
Fairly easily.
Not easily.
He let me hold him like a baby. I could have run away.
He lets everyone hold. Everybody in the building steals him. I literally walk in sometimes, and I'm like, "Oh, Beth has him." Just I don't even have to look. I just know.
This man's got a sixth sense for where that dog is.
I mean, there's only so many people that could have him, and it's usually them.
You know, I'm
I
gonna
gave them,
book a flight down just to take him myself. You'll never suspect it's me.
Yes, I will.
You know what? I might as well visit just to see him. It's like, hey,
Everybody's just
where's
gonna take a
my
trip to visit me. All right.
I mean, what part of
Matt-
Florida do you live in again?
Like,
The worst county.
In what?
yeah.
I said the worst county.
The worst
Pasco.
county. No,
That doesn't narrow it down.
it doesn't.
No.
Okay. I'll be very fast, but I have to have story time because I don't go to the place where Katarin works very often. But I did go the other day, and I evaluated 2 people. And one of them I brought outside, and then I caught him standing up. And I was like, "What are you doing?" And he was like, I need to pee. Can you please stand me up against the wall? And I was like, that wall by the front door with the camera?
With the
And he had a broken hip and almost fell over. And I was like, oh, no, we're not going to do that.
I mean,
Oh, Chelsea.
thank you for controlling that situation, but that would have been interesting if it played out.
Hey,
Well, he was
welcome
standing
to welcome to nursing homes, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, nursing homes do be like that.
You're like,
best part
hey,
is
you
that he
probably
was-
shouldn't walk because you'll fall and hurt yourself. Then they'll tell you to fuck off and do it anyway when you're not looking and fall and hurt themselves.
The thing
Yeah,
is, he's
that's
100%
accurate.
alert and oriented. Like, he knows what's going on. He was just like, oh, I gotta pee. Don't want to go back
Dumbass.
inside. I was just gonna go stand up on that wall over there.
by the front
Some people are
door
just like
with
that.
the camera.
I've literally, okay, I was like, I can't help you with that, man. Like, they're gonna know.
Okay,
Yeah.
well,
Anyway, story over.
Armand has been pulling out little bits of memorabilia.
Mhm.
Some have included his, of course, ever-present sweater that he never takes off or washes. So, take that into account.
I don't know. I think that might be the one thing Armand would wash. Just because it's based around him.
He strips off all his
Strahd.
other clothing just to get to the sweater, so he can wash the fucking sweater.
That's literally the only thing he would
The only
wash.
thing. The only thing that he keeps clean is the fucking sweater.
Well,
Listen, he can't have Lord Strahd looking bad, I mean, come on now.
Of course.
we didn't undress you when we stuck you in the soup, so
Oh man, Armand's
yeah.
gotta get that stuff washed then.
Like, I like to imagine Armand pulls it out and he's like, "What? What happened to it? It's like soiled."
You what? Immediate demeanor change.
You what?
You bastard!
It was Vlad. Vlad did it.
I never did like that
Speaking
guy.
of, Gritzel, you're starting to itch.
Am I?
Every hour.
On the hour. Like clockwork. Set your watch by it.
Where's Armand?
Uh,
Hi, Armand.
hi.
Can I have a hug?
What's up, Gritzel? I don't have any teeth.
I know. Can I have a hug?
A hug? Sure. Ron, I'll give you a big hug.
Face Luke?
Oh.
Wow, that reminds me of my friend Jerry. He was a mouse.
She like pushes him away now. Just,
I'm sorry, but I just visualized this. Just pick him up, lick, throw away.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
pretty much. Like, that was nice. Then she walks away.
See, I told you I have plenty of friends. They like me so much they'll even lick me. I mean, I'll be honest, that's the first from them, but yeah.
That's incredibly strange.
It
No matter.
shows how loyal we are.
I don't want you to use that situation to judge all of us now. I'm not a face licker.
He's a face
I-
licker.
Again,
No,
first
don't
of all,
you
that's-
fucking E. You call me an E one more
Yeah.
time, I'm gonna turn you into not an E.
Yeah, I was about to say that's very clearly a large, muscular woman.
But
See?
I thought
You
only
probably
guys
guessed it.
had like more than 2 legs.
Come on. Your logic. Oh my gosh.
The
Hey,
logic
I'm
this guy-
obviously living proof that you're fucking wrong. You wee ignorant bastard.
Well, see, I got this one right here, and then I got a third one, but I can't show you that one. They told me I can't do that. It's
Right, well,
some
I got
reason I would go to
fucking 4,
jail.
so fuck your 3.
Well, no, I don't want you to do that.
That's what I thought. You couldn't handle it anyway.
I only do that with like girls. So
Right, well,
Who's
I
gonna
only
kill
do
you?
that with men. Not little tiny pieces of shite.
what? I'm a mushroom guy.
Right, a little piece of shite, because that's the only thing mushrooms fucking grow on.
Well, yeah. What else would they grow on? Well, I guess they grow on dead things too, and really cool people.
This is an incredibly illuminating conversation that I hope comes to an end.
Oh, hey, I had something that was illuminating once too. It was this orb, right? I think I have it somewhere. It's like really bright.
I didn't catch your name, Mushroom Man. What was it?
I'm Armandissimo.
Armandissimo, I see.
Although I've been called by other names too. Armand. That's the only other name.
Louise
Wonderful.
or shite.
Don't mind
Right.
it.
What about the rest of you?
Oh my god. I'm Gritzel.
Gritzel, yes. And the Flaming Gentleman? Wonderful.
Apparently, he doesn't want to speak to you. My name's Eglion. Eglion Ironhoof.
Egliana Ironhoof. A pleasure to meet all of you. My
I think
name
that's a
is
different name.
Florian Constantine.
Great more names
Florian
than you remember.
Constantine. That's a cool name. The fact that you have 2 of them makes it twice as cool. I don't have a second name.
I got a second name. You didn't say shite about that.
Well, you're a sore loser, so I don't speak to those that don't like my hat.
Really? Because you're doing an awful lot of speaking for one that doesn't fucking speak.
What?
Exactly.
Oh.
You can't even let that go. You gotta respond. You're too fucking
What?
stupid not to.
I don't know. He's always angry about something. Anyways, are we gonna go help out? Like, what's the plan?
Right. Riley? Would I have any leads that would help us on the trail to revive Lord Strahd?
History check.
Oh, goody, goody.
Here,
goody,
don't worry.
goody.
I'll help you out. I'm gonna pat him on the back. There you go. A little bit of Lord Strahd's wisdom here.
Giving him guidance, I'm assuming?
Yes, I'm trying to click the button and it's not responding.
That's a
There
20.
we go.
That is funny. There is, in fact, a teleportation circle that links from an upper chamber in the Abbey to the lower chambers of Strahd's castle, which have probably not been destroyed by simply caving in the walls.
Mhm. And once we're in there, we'll probably be able to find a way to revive our wonderful dear Lord Strahd.
You'll also probably run into half a dozen haywire monsters and traps.
Yes. Well,
Oh, was that like his dungeons and where his like coffin was? Yeah, that place had like a ton of traps in it.
fantastic. Everything down there is most likely either driven mad or was already mad.
Yeah, there was some guy like in there. He was like, "I want to see my family," and we were like, "Oh, okay. Have a nice day." And he was like, "You're just gonna leave me here?" And we were like, "Well, yeah." And yeah, it was kind of annoying.
It's not like a Muppet.
Illuminate.
No.
Well, he sounded like whatever the hell a Muppet is, and I was like, "Okay."
Yes. Well,
Apparently all of my NPCs sound like Muppets. I love it.
like as I said, this has been an illuminating conversation. However, I do have a sermon for my congregation.
I'd like to hear this because
And now that you have arrived, agents of Strahd returned. That once it is done, we might venture forth and finally revive our fallen lord. It seems like the stars are aligning for our lord's return.
I agree.
And I guess you can come and join the elite group that Strahd handpicked.
Just as long as I get to run somebody through at some point. Getting awfully tired of standing around doing all this nothing but John.
Oh wait, should we have her like do something? Like Strahd had like everybody that like wanted to work for him like have this on him, and I think it'd probably be a good idea.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have access to Lord Strahd's magic and can't sign contracts on his behalf. But I suppose, we'll most likely figure something out when we revive him. And as for bloodshed, I believe there'll be plenty. He says, smiling, revealing his own fangs.
Right.
Oh, before we go, I need to tell you something. That town I was telling you about that wanted us to come here, I guess apparently the reason why this even brought their attention was like people were disappearing. So I don't know if we're like wanting to stay hidden some more. But
yes, people have been disappearing. I've been feeding throughout the nights, burying the dead, and they rise as my vampires spawn. Loyal servants of myself and Lord Strahd.
I think that's amazing because Wolfram used to do that too. He had like these two skeleton guys. I do think we probably should be more discreet though, so that way they don't try to send somebody else that isn't working for Lord Strahd. That way we'll also get them to trust us.
All the individual towns are far too busy dealing with their own petty squabbles to really pay much mind to our piece of paradise. And besides, the majority here already follow Lord Strahd's will.
Oh, that's good. I'll probably just tell them that we like fixed a problem or something, and they'll be like, "Oh, thank you. Anyways, we're not going to pay you," or something.
Yes. Unlike our wonderful Lord Strahd, these mortals seem to renege on quite a few deals.
Yeah. I mean, look at this contract they made me. He's gonna pull it out.
Florian's actually going to quickly skim through the contract and look at it and see how fucking screwed Armand got.
There's no binding verbiage in the entire fucking thing. It is just a big thing of word salad that means nothing. It's a vague promise to discuss price again.
All this guarantees is that they will think about about discussing a price. There's not even a commitment.
I know, and so that's why I'm gonna rewrite it, and then I'm gonna swap their old one out.
You're going to commit contract fraud.
Well, duh.
Of all the evils you could commit, you choose contract fraud.
I know, it's pretty evil, right?
Well, is it a crime? We haven't learned about it yet, so if it's the first time,
If it's the first time.
Either way, I have a sermon to give. Feel free to sit in if you desire.
Alright.
I mean, I guess if you're not singing.
Right,
got to have faith to faith to faith.
Inferno, I'm gonna make a bet with you. I bet you 5 gold Armand can't go the whole fucking sermon without saying a word.
A word?
10.
What word? Which word?
Right, so if he speaks, you pay me 10 gold. Right? That's the arrangement. Alright. Bet.
Okay.
Also, Riley, since I don't know all the rooms around here, is there any place in particular where I might hold a sermon?
I've got a bunch of them out here. You just head to the gates.
Okay, that works. No, this
Armand. Armand, during this sermon, can you do me a favor and either whisper or sing? Just don't speak. If you do that, I'll give you 10 gold.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'll do this instead of speaking. And, Armand is going to take out, what is it? He's going to take out his bag, his gray bag, and he's going to throw a random animal out of it.
At me?
No, just in general. It's a gray bag of tricks.
Okay.
Roll again?
you like this, Armand?
Now just remember, no speaking. You could whisper, you sing, you could yell, just no normal speak. Yeah, that's right, Riley. We didn't define what speak is.
I said without saying a word.
So he can say gibberish because those aren't words.
Hmm. That's about the only loophole you can run into here.
Okay, Armand.
Okay.
He also said about
you can
saying a
sing,
word.
whisper,
You could sing,
just
you
don't
could yell.
say
Just
don't say a word.
Oh,
You can say
so
everything else, just don't say, quote, a word.
That's
okay.
So
Yeah,
you can say
that makes sense. That
many
makes sense.
words.
Actually, I'll just talk like this, and then Armand starts speaking in deep speech to him.
Wonderful.
you're gonna owe Heckley on money.
No. If you said speaks a word, and you said they speaking this and a word, so Armand can just speak his heart out as long as he doesn't say a word.
Armand is going to ride this badger valiantly up behind,
Sorry, did you say he's riding a badger?
yes.
It's just a regular fucking badger.
No, it's a giant
Yes.
badger, technically, but
Oh, dire badger.
He's gonna ride up right behind Florian.
Wonderful. That's right behind me, isn't it?
And Armand is going to attempt to use sign language for whatever he's speaking.
You're gonna be the sign language translator for the fucking speech.
Yes.
alright, Armand, let's just get a performance check out of the way. Do you
Okay.
know sign language? Is that one of your languages?
No, not at all.
Then disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
No,
Armand's crazy as shit.
I-
You're telling me he can't just make up stuff?
You can, but I want to see how close you get to an actual thing. Because maybe there's a hearing impaired
Oh.
individual in the audience who is reliant on your interpretation.
Oh, anyway, I would have done guidance on myself. I'm rolling a d4. Okay, there we go.
Oh, fuck.
15.
Cool 15.
Okay. Alright.
Armand's just trying to, like, he's like letting his hat do the talking with his fingers at this point.
Hat, no sign language.
The hat knows all.
Florian, I mean, it's a little
All right.
different. There's a little mushroom man at your feet and around your ankles. But
Everyone ready for my speech?
Yes.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Of course, obligatory hacking cough.
obligatory.
Of course. Children of the night, my beloved kin, my chosen. For centuries we have waited, hidden in shadow, hunted by the sun, clinging to fragments of a kingdom shattered by heretics and fools. For 400 years, the world has believed that Barovia's dark glory was buried with its master. But they were wrong. They were always wrong. Strahd von Zarovich, our eternal lord, is not dead. No, death is a mercy for mortals, and our Lord Strahd was never a mere mortal. He is Fang and Shadow, Curse and Kingdom. He is the blood that sings in our very veins. And now, the signs have returned. The fog stirs once more. Whispers claw at the veil between this world and the next. His agents, he gestures to you all, long lost in the mists, have returned, not as broken specters, but as heralds. The silence has ended. The silence was a test, and we have endured. Look at you all. Beautiful, deadly, faithful. Each of you born of my will, and through me of his will. You are no longer mere spawn. You are disciples. Apostles of the coming darkness. We are the faithful remnant, and our time has come. Barovia will rise again, not as a land ruled by man, but as a kingdom of the night. And at its heart, in castle and throne, Stormcloud and Shadow, shall stand the undying lord, Strahd. He who defied the gods. He who made death his servant. He who chose us. And so I say unto you, feed, grow, prepare. The blood of the unworthy shall anoint our path. The betrayers and the faithless will kneel or burn. And when the mists finally open, when the gates of Ravenloft yawn wide once more, we shall be ready to welcome him home. All hail Strahd! All hail the Lord of Barovia! All hail the Crimson King!
They all start doing some weird salute, yelling, "Hail Strahd!"
Armand's saluting and trying to do the sign language.
The Crimson King, are they really sold on that?
It's a catchy tune, a catchy name.
Because, like, blood? That makes... I guess that makes sense.
What'd y'all think of that
She-
speech?
She, like, slow claps.
I'm not gonna lie. Right at the end, Gracie was chatting up a storm, so she freaking loved it.
Good to know Gracie approves.
Oh yeah. What you talking about?
I think it was out of game, brilliant effort that I never would put into game.
You know what? That is fair.
I've written backstories, but I probably wouldn't write a whole speech.
That was pretty
And
good,
if
man.
I
That was
if I
cool.
made a speech, it would just be off out of nowhere, and it wouldn't be good. That was very well done.
Thanks. Throughout that whole fucking thing, I was worried I was gonna fuck it up royally.
Hey, okay, you won
Ah.
the fucking bet. Here's your 10 gold. Not a peep out of we won. That's impressive. Didn't think you could go a breath without saying something stupid.
So Armand's gonna go up and take his gold from Inferno, and he's also gonna give him a fist bump.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna go over and say like, "Come on, pay up." He didn't say a word. Oh, here. The gold.
The thing I already fucking gave you? What, are you lost your head too?
Yes, yes, I did.
Well,
Quite
I'm
some
not
time ago,
paying
actually.
you twice.
Okay, well then, where's the tooth?
What fucking tooth?
Gosh, this again.
Hey, I gotta get Gretzel the tooth that she asked for.
That wasn't about this at all.
Ah, fine. We'll skip today. We'll see about tomorrow.
And the next day. And the next day. And the next day.
What are you doing?
Great. So how do we get this big bad straw back, huh? Because apparently you all need direction.
No.
Well, where should we go then? Since
There's a magic circle here that should lead us into the catacombs below Lord Strahd's now destroyed castle. There we'll most likely find his resting place, and once we find it, we'll be able to figure out how to resurrect him. However, the traps and monsters down there were most likely gone mad over the years, so prepare for a fight.
maybe we can find something down there about his those machines, because I don't know if you remember, but they used to be his. The hand, I think, was the
Yes.
name. Yeah.
The hand. It would be quite useful if Lord Strahd managed to regain control, considering that all those feckless fools believe they are their protectors. If Lord Strahd reasserts control, there would be no more resistance.
Oh, yeah, that'd be funny. Yeah, they don't even think of their protection. They just think of it as their, like, thugs.
Of course. They are mere mortals.
Yeah. You know, in
Yes,
some ways,
onward.
I feel like maybe they'd be a good, like, I don't know, snack to give to Lord Strahd later.
Perhaps. But onward to magic circles.
Yes.
Onward to magic circles.
Magic circles!
Man, why is it always circles? Why is it never like triangles or squares?
Because
Hexagons.
What about a
Yeah.
trapezoid?
magic trapezoid. How would you do a magic? Never mind.
That would be so goofy looking.
I don't want to think about that.
Magic trapezoid.
Oh, I haven't used this map in a while.
You know, we need a magic parallelogram.
A magic
A magic
whatagram?
octagon.
A magic parallelogram.
Magic
It's a
what-
four-sided.
what?
It's a four-sided rectangular plane
I know what
with the
it is.
opposite sides are parallel.
I know what it is. Just being a jackass.
What about dodecagon?
Uh,
What about a magic line?
Dohecatron.
Ooh,
Where's Gritzel?
just a magic
Hello.
line. One-dimensional magic square.
If I go.
It's
boop,
just a really thin,
and then
like, line you can barely fit in.
everybody see on the map, kind of.
Yes.
Why does it look like there's a?
Yeah.
Ah, we're in the teleportation chamber.
Yeah. Go figure, right?
Yes, go figure. Go figure. We teleport to the teleportation chamber.
Holy shit! I actually need the module. You know, it's been like 3 sessions since I opened the goddamn module.
You know what's bad when Riley hasn't had the chance to look at the fucking module? Didn't need the module. His little fucking gremlin laugh.
The room
So,
is
what did you
30
do
feet
on your-
square, rising to a 20-foot tall flat ceiling. A stone brazier burns fiercely in the center of the room, but its tall white flame produces absolutely no heat. The rim of the brazier is carved with 7 cup-shaped indentations spaced evenly around the circumference. Within each indentation is a spherical stone, twice the diameter of a human eyeball and made of a colored crystal. No 2 stones are the same color. Overhead, the wood-framed hourglass, as tall and wide as a dwarf, hangs 10 feet above the brazier, suspended from the ceiling by thick iron chains. All the sand is stuck in the upper portion of the hourglass, seemingly unable to run down into the bottom. Written in glowing script at the base of the hourglass is a verse in common. 2 9-foot-tall iron statues of knights on horseback, poised to charge with swords drawn, stand in deep alcoves facing each other, with the brazier in the middle of them.
I mean, what's it say?
Cast
Yeah,
a
so
stone
things-
into the fire. Violet leads to the mountain's spire. Orange to the castle's peak. Red if lore is what you seek. Green to where the coffins hide. Indigo to the master's bride. Blue to ancient magic's womb. Yellow to the master's tomb.
I think yellow is what we want then. That is to be believed.
That was a lot of directions. Somebody write them down.
No! Hang on. Let me go find the scripty script. Then I will
The
be
scripty
able to
script?
Copy, pasty, pasty.
Copy, pasty, pasty.
Okay, here comes the copy. And there goes the pasty.
It's
Ta-da!
not inspired. Speak. Where is Lord you see green of the commons, ancient go master's bride, yellow the master's tomb. If Lord Strahd's going to be anywhere, it's going to be in his resting place. Which is most likely his tomb.
Didn't we do something similar to this?
Yeah, it was a while ago though.
It was literally 400 years ago.
Hey! My memory is questionable, so 400 years, get a little slack.
So, what's the plan?
Well, looking for Lord Strahd's resting place,
Yes.
which I believe would be his tomb. So I think we go for the color yellow.
I agree.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Florian's going to take the yellow bauble and toss it into the fire.
Okay, as you lift the yellow bauble, the two statues will animate. And I'm getting everything reopened because I had to refresh, and it's such a pain. Okay, so let's see here. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Oh, wonderful. Iron golems.
Uh-huh. And their voices will ring out harsh and metal grady, sounding almost a little rusty. No one can disturb the master. Roll initiative.
But we're trying to help the master, and he's going to show his brand.
I don't think they care. Ooh, Inferno with the speedy boots.
No,
Fantastic.
that was just luck. I know it was Gracie. I'm amazed too.
Oh shit, that was on a disadvantage on accident.
It doesn't roll in this. It doesn't roll initiative at disadvantage.
Oh, okay, good. I was like, oh shoot.
Initiative has its own thing.
Ah, nice. All right.
All right. So, put up. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. We need battle music. Battle music.
Hell yeah, battle music.
Also been 3 sessions since I've had to do battle music. Ah, all right. Inferno! You're up first. What do you want to do?
We will just step right here and we will swing and swing. Oops, that's at advantage. My fault. Need me to re-roll those without advantage on?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Your sword will connect, but it seems to be not as effective as you're hoping.
Well, we're doing something.
Will that be all for Inferno?
If I take one step back, would that be an opportunity?
Yup.
Okay, we'll just stay right where we are.
Aww.
I've learned your dirty tricks.
That's gonna bring us to Haglion. Have you, though?
I think so.
Oh,
No
you
promises,
think,
but I
huh?
think.
You think?
Hey, no promises.
Haglion is gonna go ahead and rage.
She's got this.
Right, I'll take one, you guys handle the rest, right? That's how it goes. Right, okay. That's how we're gonna do this. Oh, look at you, you big, ugly metal bastard. You wish you were flesh and blood like Aglion. Yes, you do. You really wish you were something. Just like I am. Look at this fabulous form, you great, big, massive shite. Aglion will hit what?
Some damage. Florian.
Florian. I'm going to cast Witch Bolt.
Ooh.
Which I meant to upcast that, but it didn't let me. It didn't ask me. So I am
Click
going
on
to
it in
upcast that.
chat now. It'll probably let you do it now.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm upcasting it to third. Because I accidentally just removed one.
Which one?
On the one she told us that to fight ourselves. So it's going to be 19 damage.
Okay.
And so long as I hold concentration, I can use an action to just redo the damage.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Grittle.
I would like to I have to disengage from here
Mm-hmm.
to move back, so I'm gonna disengage and step back. Here. And then I'm going to try to hit this one.
Is that where you want to leave it?
This is... I'll use the hero point.
Okay, that'll hit.
22. And then do I get sneak?
Sure.
Heck yeah, I do.
Heck yeah.
Right. Is that gonna be all for Gritzel?
It will be yes.
Okay. Arma!
Armand is going to do the certified hood classic of shooting Eldritch Blast until the thing dies. At this Iron Golem. Do those hit?
Yeah.
Nice. Blammo. Blang. And he's gonna knock him back 20 feet because he hit him twice.
No movement
Yes, sir.
reduction or knockage for this one.
Oh, okay. Then Armand's going to... How high's the ceiling?
20 feet.
Armand will fly up 15 feet.
Okay.
That's his turn.
It's gonna bring us to this one over here. That will swing at Haglion.
Right, I think you're gonna try that one again.
No hit. This one is gonna try for Inferno. Actually, hang on. Okay.
Oh. Come on, take a whack. Come on.
Is gonna get Inferno and Armand in a 15-foot cone. I need each of you to give me a DC 19 con save.
Would it hit him? He went 15 feet up when he was already, like, up. So I thought I'd be at the ceiling.
Tech on 3 to your con save.
Yeah, Armand will be 20 feet off the ground.
Okay, Armand, you're fine.
Because Armand constantly hovers 5 feet off.
Okay, Inferno, you take 26 poison damage.
Oh no!
The golem burped on ya.
Then he takes a whack with the sword. That doesn't hit. Alright. Inferno, you're up. What do you want to do?
Well, fine. I mean, that's just rude. So we just boom, and we'll add just a little dash of smite. There we are.
Will that be all for Inferno?
Yeah.
Okay. Haglion's gonna swing again. Connecting with both. Florian.
I'm going to take my action to do an additional 3d12 lightning damage to the one I have the Witch Bolt on.
Is that it?
Florian's going to then just casually step over to the wall, proceed to walk 20 feet up it, and then come back to where he is, standing on the wall, on the ceiling now.
Okay. Gritzel.
Because I have spider climb.
Yes, you do.
I am going to just double up and try to do the same as last and attempt to hit this one again. And I don't think that's anywhere near close enough, so I'm just gonna chill.
Okay. Armand. Armand? Uh-oh. Did I die? Hello?
No,
Hello?
you're still-
Hello?
Hello? Okay.
Hello?
Okay, good. Good. Katarin!
Yeah.
It's your turn, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess my medicine's starting to get to me.
Oh, okay.
I took my sleeping medicine on break. So I'm
Yeah, that would probably do it, man.
sorry. I'm going to do. You know what? I'm going to use a spell. I'm going to cast Hex on him because I haven't used that in God knows how long. And it'll do that much damage if I hit him with these, I guess. Or do I roll a d8 like every time I hit them?
Technically it's a d6 every time you hit.
Oh, d6. Okay. Let's see. Blam, blam.
Both will hit.
Nice.
Nice. We love
Right.
Armandissimo. 9/11. Oh no.
Oh God. Okay, so it would have been 11 because of the necrotic on the first one, and then it would have been 15 because of that one. And yeah. Do they happen to be more damaged by the necrotic?
Nope. They seem
Okay,
to be mostly
also-
unaffected by everything you guys are doing.
Even the cool force damage?
Even my lightning.
Yep.
So Armand's gonna make his con saves or con checks or something worse.
Okay. As the secondary feature of text. Yeah. Okie dokie. Will that be all for Armand?
That'll be all.
Alright. This one is going to take a couple thwacks towards Haglion. One of those looks like it would hit. Haglion is going to do a defensive flourish. Which bard level is what again? That. Okay. So that will turn that hit into a miss. This one is going to take a few whacks at Inferno. Yep. Boop, boop.
No.
That will bring us around to you, Inferno. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm going to. We'll try. Yeah, we'll try this. As a bonus action, do Thunderous Smite. As we whack. No. So then, 2d6ers. 6, 2, and there we are.
It already rolled.
Ah, okay. Never mind.
Okay, not pushed away from you.
It's okay. We're going for damage. That'll be it for me.
Okay. Will bring us to Heglion, who is going to stay engaged over here. Cutting this one again. And bring us around to Florian.
Sorry, taking a drink. Just wiped blood from my mouth now. Just taking a drink wipes blood from my mouth. Don't worry about it. Florian, walking along the ceiling, is just going to cast Step Over behind Armand Decimo. Give him a nod. And then deal 3d12 more lightning damage.
Armand's just gonna look like so happy that someone else actually is like near him in a combat.
Like, Armand's flying, and he looks back, and he sees Florian upside down as the man is just kind of standing
Cape's
casually
just
on the ceiling.
hanging very coolly beneath him.
Flapping gently.
Love you all for Florian.
You know what? Let me double check something. 10-foot radius sphere. Sphere. Okay, so just Inferno and the Golem in that. I'm going to use a couple sorcery points for Quicken Spell. So I'm going to drop 2 sorcery points and cast Wither and Bloom.
Okay, where do you want to put your 10-foot, your 20-foot sphere, technically, 10-foot radius?
So it hits basically only Inferno and the Golem.
Okay. I'm assuming
Which means-
Golem is making the con save.
Yep. And Inferno,
Yes.
you get to reroll 1 unspent hit die and regain number of hit points equal to the roll plus my spellcasting mod.
What die?
So, 1 hit die. You get to roll 1 of your hit dice. You can spend a hit dice here and regain that number plus 6.
Ooh.
And that golem's going to take half damage. So 16 HP you get back.
Nice. Thank you.
And that'll be Florian's turn.
Gritzel!
Okay. Hopefully this one's more successful.
That'll hit. Will that be all for Gritzel?
It will be yes.
Alright. Armand!
Alright. So. Still a little bang bang shooty shooty blop blop at the one iron golem again.
Yep.
Kaplow. Kapling.
2d6.
Kablu. Okay, wow. Well, I had to roll at some point.
Armand, you're giving him a pounding.
Bang! Bang! Bang!
Is that what they
Get
call
killed!
that?
Get killed! Get
I
killed!
wasn't entirely sure what you call that, but apparently it's a pounding. Way to go, little man.
Armand will look pleased.
That could be all for Armand.
That will be all for Armand.
Iron Golem
Easy
number 1.
ball.
Whoop, whoop. No luck against Haglion's very impressive sword work. Iron Golem number 2. Come on! Ooh. Getting closer to Inferno, but he gets his shield up at the last second. Inferno, what do you want to do?
We are just going to continue to swingity swing.
Okay, I don't think Thunderous Smite... Okay. You're essentially not concentrating on that anymore. It triggers as soon as it activated.
Okay.
Just have
Smites are weird like that.
Well, the
Ah!
yeah, some of them are, some of them aren't. All right,
Well,
that is going to
yeah,
be enough to crumple this one.
Okay, because I was going to say, let's not use a smite.
Is that going to be all for Inferno?
Oh! We will just move to the other one.
Okay.
If I'd be able to swing with that position.
You're out of swings, but sure.
Next round. But yeah, I'll move there.
Hey, or you could just hop on me back.
I don't think we have that type of relationship yet,
Oh,
but
just get up
maybe.
there, you fucking coward. It wouldn't be the first time somebody randomly mounted me in battle. Don't you worry about it. You're nothing the Eglion hasn't been around before.
Seems that Inferno fellow is quite distressed at the idea of mounting a woman he's just met. A shame.
That's his fucking problem.
Oh, okay, fine. I'm getting on top of you. Well, that don't work.
Hey.
See? No big deal. Look how nice big back there. You could settle right on in. Real comfy, ain't it?
Yeah, we'll just stick with yeah.
Wonderful.
That could be all for Inferno.
I'm not. Yeah, I think so.
Right, okay, you better hang on back there. I'm about to tap my boots.
Haglion's gonna reach up her 2 front hooves and click them together, and her entire body is going to start vibrating as she casts haste upon herself through her horseshoes of haste.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
This is
What a woman. What a woman.
Slow down.
Iron Golem.
Right, alright, you're getting real fucking irritating. So we're gonna take this up to the next level, yeah? Right, okay. Haglion is going...
To elect to go, recklessly attacking once, twice, 3 times. 2 of them hit. Leaving some scarring in the big metal guy. Florian! You were
Florian.
concentrating on Witch Bolt, which goes away because that one is no longer.
Which bolt?
Yes. Which bolt? This bolt. I say, casting it on you. No. This bolt.
They never see it coming.
They never see it coming. It's funny every time. You know what? You can't go wrong with the classics, now can you?
Apparently not.
Zap.
Zap! Jesus Christ, that's
Okay. do I
35
let you
damage.
Have crit damage every time you roll because it was a crit, or
what was that, Riley?
hmm.
Because it was a crit, I get crit damage every time?
I think that's what I heard as well.
That's
Actually.
what I heard.
That's the debate.
You know what? I like that. I like that a lot. I like the sound of that.
All right,
Yeah. You know what?
persuasion check from Florian. If he does better than 15, I'll let it go.
17.
There you go.
My darling DM. Wait, iron golems are resistant to lightning. Damn.
I had to make them resistant to everything, otherwise this would not have been anything.
Fair enough.
I was gonna say,
Days
I'm
are time.
surprised that the metal thing was not like at least weak to it.
Well,
Yeah.
I was debating about
Make it
treating
like-
lightning like fire, which actually makes them stronger, but I did.
Jesus Christ. On 17 bicycles. Well, that's what I got chill touch for, so they can't regain HP anyway. If I use it. Either way.
Depending on wording, I mean, I'd have to look at it, but yes.
But yes, magnanimous DM, I am quite content with that as my turn.
Alright, that'll bring us around to Gritzel.
And I am just gonna change my target.
Okay.
Mhm. And again, a little too low. I don't think it's. I think I'm just gonna leave it there.
Right, I know it's big and juicy, but literally my ass is not a target.
Gritzel, are you certain you don't need to restring that bow? It seems to be giving you quite a few troubles.
Yes. I don't know. It's just shaking it around.
Your hair, girl.
Relatively useless to me today.
That'll bring us to Armon.
Alright, it's time for the old Armandissimo special. He's gonna use his bonus action to swap Hex over onto
Ooh.
Iron Golem.
Which is technically
And
not
affect
wishful
its-
thinking.
And yeah, then he's gonna bang, bang.
32, yes.
Alright. Pachoo! And nice. That's all.
That's
Ah,
all.
bring us around to the Golem. Who's gonna take a couple of thwacks towards Haglion.
Ooh. Ooh.
You think you're something fucking special there, do ya? No, you're nothing fucking special. Come on now, try that again.
Love the jeering taunts.
So the crit will turn into nothing, and only the one of those will land, dealing a whopping 13 damage to Haglion. Inferno! You've climbed onto your new teammate's back. What do you want to do?
He will snuggle.
Getting
Well,
real
just
close and
calm
personal.
down.
I always say love can bloom on a battlefield.
Wrathful doesn't sound right.
Somebody once said love is a battlefield.
If love can bloom on the battlefield, then there's no reason rutting can't happen either.
Let's see about
Damn.
this shit.
Because Haglion doesn't seem like the romantic type.
That's what she seems like, but that's her secret passion.
You're saying she doesn't seem like the romantic type? I feel like she's been trying to woo you guys a little bit this whole time.
Maybe.
It's just her personality.
Mhm.
Okay, searing does with melee weapon during the spell's duration. Okay. So you hit, right? So we do 18 plus
Twice,
12,
it looks like.
16 plus 11, right? And then you tack on that little extra searing smite there, which is just lovely.
Ooh, and we round up.
And it seems to be absorbing your fire damage and eating it hungrily.
Well, fuck you too. Okay.
So really like that fire.
Well, let's be honest. Who doesn't?
Is that gonna be all for Inferno?
Yes.
Alright, Haglion is gonna go same verse. Does not need to go reckless for the first swing, gave herself the advantage from silvery barbs. Alright, lands 2 hits. Total of that.
Hey, it might take me longer, but I'm gonna cut you down to size. That's a fucking promise.
Florian.
I'm going to continue tasering this man with my critical shot, which thank you for your kindness, our fair lord DM.
Yeah, keep buttering
Just
me
casual
up there,
50
son.
damage. Jesus Christ.
Will that be all?
Of course, I'm gonna. Yeah, that's gonna be all for Florian.
Okay. Gritzel.
She's gonna rub her bow and tell it to behave.
Right, sometimes all it needs is a good rubbing.
Thanks for T-boning that one up like that. Alright. Will that be all for Gritzel?
It will be, yeah.
Armon!
You already know. Bang, bang. Blap. Kablooey. Ka-chow.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Got the dupes.
Is that gonna be everything for Armon?
That sure is.
The Golem. Ooh, okay. It's gonna use its poison breath. I need a con save from Inferno and Haglion.
What is it? 19?
Uh-huh.
Ah! Alright, my little aura puts me at 19.
Okay. So you're both gonna take 21 points of poison damage.
We love Inferno and his powerful aura.
That's what she said.
Which Haglion is path of the totem, so reduces that back down to 10. The Golem is then going to take a swing. Ooh. Haglion has reaction back. We'll load up another one of the fuck yous.
We love a casual cast of fuck you.
Yeah, it makes me think of the
Extra.
You doing, girl?
there was some movie that had someone that would say that, like after everything.
What you doing, girl? Gracie's like all over the place.
Alright, so the Iron Golem swung at Heglion. Heglion insulted it somehow, and it deflecting the blow back into its own leg, dealing damage to itself. Inferno, what would you like to do?
Okay, let's see how we can do here. And tacking on a wee bit of smartness. We clicked the right thing. There we are.
By the gods, Inferno. You're not fucking about.
It's still up!
Not with. Oh damn!
It's barely holding together, but it's still up!
Looks like Haglion is going to hold her word true and cut him down to size. Plus
Well,
the
I'm
vampire
gonna
swings
say-
do it for her.
I'm gonna say my swings are good, especially because Riley gave me the belt of Storm Giant Strength. So.
Which is wonderful. A wonderful.
Oh, I know.
Good.
Hey, you were this close to getting away from Heglion's blade, but you couldn't, could you? No, you just had to hang around so I could be the one to put you down. How sweet of you.
And with that, Heglion will chop it to bits. That will take us out of combat.
Well, that was certainly a lovely time. As Constantine's going to walk over onto the wall and then back down to the floor.
All right, everybody. I'm gonna have to cut it here. I'm falling asleep.
Alright. So, as we drop out of combat, the little iron golem falling to Heglion's great sword. That is where we will leave it for tonight. We get XP. Holy crap! We're doing XP. What is this?
Dear
This is-
God.
Am
Was
I
one of the Iron Golems
sure
named Baldy?
I'm right. I'm at the right table. I don't think I'm at the right table. No, none of the Iron Golems were named Voldy. They are worth a good chunk
Well-
of XP on their own, though.
Well, do we get Valdi XP? Because their names aren't Valdi because it says Iron Golem.
They're Valdi if we name them Valdi.
They're not, though.
But what if they were?
But they're not.
Riley,
Yes. No.
I feel like if Riley could go back in time, he'd go back in time and tell his past self not to award this fable fucking Baldy XP.
Why? I don't feel like I need to do that. I think it's fine.
Nah, it's the best joke.
So,
It's
for
the best running
two Iron Golems, and just the two Iron Golems, you earn 7,500 XP. Which
We should
puts
kill
our
Iron Golems more often.
total at 46,278. Which is just a few thousand shy of level 9.
When do we get a level up? I know you said we're shy, but are you going to be generous and say, sure, why not?
I'm hearing just enough XP to hit level 9.
I'm not.
Fair enough.
I know, Gracie. I know.
All right, guys. Well,
All
I'll
right.
talk to you sometime later.
Yeah.
Rest
If you
well,
made it this
Sarah.
far, thank you. We do appreciate you. Don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe. We will all return next time for another round, going back to our previous surname of Agents of Strahd, perhaps. Come and find out. Until then.
Bye-bye.